Hell's Paradise episode 7. And even before I start this video, I just want to say a couple of things. Well, two things specifically. It is raining outside where I'm living, so if you hear any noise, any sound of rain or splashes or something like that, it is because of that. So sorry for that. I hope it's not too, loud or anything like that. And the second thing I want to mention is that I was messing around with the configuration, with the presets on my recording, device, if you can call it like that. And I think I messed something up, and I think for some reason now the audio is a little bit lower than usual. So I would guess that you will have to crank up the volume so you can hear me well. I think that is going to be the case. So if that is the case, crank up the volume because I think it is going to sound a little bit low. So yeah, I just wanted to mention those two things. So yeah, like I was saying, episode 7, and this episode has been really, really informative. Probably the most informative episode as of yet. The amount of information we got about the Shinsenkyo in this episode was a lot. This episode not only had its tense moments, but also had a lot of information, which is really good because again, this episode gave us a lot to expect in the future. The main thing we learn about in this episode is about the Tensen and Soushin. The Soushin are basically all the type of monsters that we see scattered throughout the island. Those are the Soushin. They are powerful, but compared to the Tensen, they are not that strong. The Tensen are these perfect beings, supposedly perfect beings, immortal, really powerful, can regenerate, and yeah, those are the Tensen, the two people that we saw at the beginning. They are Tensen. I don't know how many Tensens they are. It is not explained how many they are. I suppose they are a lot. I don't think there are only two, those that were shown. And I suppose the Tensen are found in the middle of the island where the Elixir of Life is, which is the other thing that we learned in this episode. Probably the most important thing that we learned as of now in the anime, and that is that the elixir of life actually does exist. I was speculating, I think it was in the first or second episode review, if the elixir of life existed or not. I was saying that I could perfectly see just being some sort of scam, that it didn't exist all this time. But no, apparently it does exist. It is found in the middle of the island, protected by the Ensign. So yeah, it is actually going to be really, really interesting to see how they all battle to get the tan. I think it is called the elixir of life, the tan. Yeah, actually pretty surprising because I wasn't actually expecting that, like I said already. I mean, it is not like I was discarding it either, that the elixir of life actually did exist. It was not like that, but I was leaning more on the side that maybe it was fake, maybe it didn't exist in the first place. But like I said, surprisingly enough, it actually does exist. I thought we were going to figure out if it existed or not later on in the anime, maybe in the 12th episode or something like that, or 13th episode when it is about to end. But to figure it out, to find out now in the middle of the anime is actually surprising and good in a way because now I guess you can say Gabimaru has even more motivation to find the elixir now that he knows that it exists and now that he had time to reflect at the end of the episode and set his mind on a simple goal, which is to basically find the elixir to save his wife. We also got introduced to this girl, this pink hair girl. I forgot her name, but yeah, she's actually a pretty mysterious girl, you can call it like that. The guy that was protecting her didn't actually explain what was his relationship with her. He didn't want to mention it. I don't know what is going on between them. Maybe, I don't know, her parents died, or maybe she doesn't have parents or something like that. Who knows? She's a shy girl. We see her throughout the episode how she acts really shy. She's actually really strong. I will probably say that she's a Tencent too, just like the two people that we saw at the beginning. That would explain her strength. So I think that is the case actually. But yeah, like I was saying, she's really shy. We see how she gets very close to Sagiri because Sagiri is acting like this motherly figure, and because of that, she gets really close and comfortable with Sagiri around. And almost at the end of the episode, we see how she gets too, sort of comfortable close with Gabimaru too when he told her those words. The other important thing that happened in the episode was the flashback that Gabimaru had almost at the end of the episode when he was reminded of her wife. And yeah, because of those words that he got to remind himself of, well, now he has his mindset straightforward in what he needs to do. So yeah, I mean, pretty good episode for Gabimaru in terms of character development. Also for Sagiri because we see other parts of Sagiri's character that we haven't seen until now. For example, her relaxing, her being this motherly figure. So yeah, those type of things also add character development for her. So yeah, I gotta say that the anime has been doing a really good job in keeping up with the hype of the anime. It has been really good. It has been really great, filled with a lot of emotions, tense moments, a lot of character development for Gabimaru, especially Sagiri. So yeah, like I said, that is everything for me. I hope you enjoyed my review, and I guess I'll see you all in the next episode review.